The struggle is real. If you're watching this, you probably know that. You probably know that it's not easy to overcome tough times, that the struggle is real. I mean, if I look at back over the last year, and a year ago I was in the hospital for the second time with congestive heart failure. I've had so much happen in that time. I've had friends that I thought would be there for me all the time, and they went silent. I that's been really a hard part because I felt a little bit on the lonely side. I've got my husband, which is always there for me. I got a couple of real good friends that constantly talk to me, and I'm glad. I mean, this has not been easy. I mean, I've gone through all the heart failure stuff, the diabetes, the learning how to eat differently because I have to eat now to keep blood sugar under control. I have to eat differently for heart failure, so that means sodium intake has to be reduced or my body swells back up, or I can't sleep, or there's so many things that I'm dealing with right now. And on top of it, by April, my eyesight was going. I was losing my eyesight and found out I have diabetic retinopathy. I have macular edema. And so now I'm getting injections once a month, and and I can't see things as clear. I don't see details. I don't see colors as well. Reading stuff off a piece of paper is difficult. Seeing faces is almost impossible. And there's been so many things I've had to adjust to. And then in November, my dad died, but I didn't hear about it until December. Go figure. I mean, if you know my story, read my book, you'll know what that's all about. But it's been one thing after another. We had a major loss on our house from the hurricane. We're still going through repairs. My husband had his car lost and was totaled in a car accident, and now he's getting sued by the drivers of that car individually, apart from the insurance company. It's just been major stuff. We lost one of our dear cats of, I forget how many years, 14 years, something like that. We lost another cat back when COVID started. And, it's one thing after another. So what I say is the struggle is real. And I do meet with a therapist once a week, which helps. But I still struggle through the days. Some days I get lonely. I'm not able to go out and exercise and walk and go to the park and places I love to go as much, because while I can walk and exercise more now, I still can't go very far. And so it's been a struggle. I love being out in nature, and plus the bright sunlight gets to my eyes. If I don't wear sunglasses, even with sunglasses, it gets bright. So, I like to garden, I like to do other stuff, and I can't do all those things right now. And some days I just get bored because a lot of the things I like to do, I can't do. I can't work on my computer that easily. I can work on my iPad a little bit more, but there's only so many things that you can do on an iPad. So I try and do as much as I can, but it's not that easy. With congestive heart failure and what I've got, everything I've got, it's a pretty rough life compared to what I had. So talking to a therapist is one of the things that I do weekly, and that helps. Otherwise, this stuff builds up. Another thing I do as I struggle through those rough moments, and the struggle's real, is I'll sit and I'll look out the window and I just try to connect with the trees. I try and watch if they're moving or if they're standing still. And I just kind of sit here in quietness with my ocean sounds playing on, that I've recorded and put out. And I just kind of connect. And sometimes I can just let my breath work just kind of just calm down. I can't take many deep breaths because I'll get winded easily with the heart failure stuff. So I'm learning to just kind of just come down and let go. The other thing I'm learning is talking to my husband, because there's times when I just feel like crap. I'd say the other thing, worse, but you probably get the point. And some days the struggle is just like, damn it, I'm tired of this. I'm frustrated. I want to be able to do the stuff that I used to be able to do, and I can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't try, because I do. And sometimes I overdo what I can't. But some days I just need to tell him that, I'm hurting, I'm struggling. And fortunately he's compassionate, he's kind, and he just will come sit with me or hold me or touch me or hug me and just tell me, he goes, I know it's got to be rough, but I'm here for you. And there was one point at Christmas that I don't remember if it was the day before Christmas or Christmas Day itself, but I told him I just got feeling very low. And I said, I don't understand why I'm still here in this earth, because this is too difficult. I don't feel like it's right that I have to struggle. I don't feel like I need to be here. And he just looked at me through love and he said, but I don't want you to go. I need you. And, he just held me. And, in those tough moments, it means a world for somebody just to say, I need you. I care about you. You don't have to have all the answers. He doesn't. I don't want him to. I don't want friends to have all the answers, because there's no way. But it just knows to hear it, and I don't care how many times I hear it. Sometimes in that really low moment, you just got to know you freaking matter to somebody. You got to matter to something else other than yourself, because my brain sits there and starts, filling my mind with all kinds of things about how worthless I am, how stupid, how insignificant, how horrible, how frustrating, how nobody wanted me growing up. And sometimes just hearing that from a person, it's worth more than if you handed me $1 million right now. And believe me, I could use the money, but it's worth more than that. That's what the point I was trying to make. So those are a couple things that I do. The other thing is, I have my cat, and my cat, thankfully, he knows that I need support. So he will come up around me quite a bit and stay with me, and he's got his way of his little squeaky meows. He never got a full meow, so he'll just melt my heart in a few minutes with looking at me, and it means the world. It's another thing I do when I realize, when I say the struggle is real. These are some of the things I do. Some of it is I try to shift my perspective as much as I can. Maybe I go and look at some old pictures that I took, or think about one of the last places we went before I got sick. Maybe I turn some YouTube video on or something, or I go read through Twitter and I'll say something, and I get a lot of support from people on Twitter, some from Facebook, but a lot of it's on Twitter. So those are some things that I do. They're simple. Sometimes it's that simple moment of just doing something different, hanging on in that moment and going, I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated as hell, but I know that I can get through. I'm gonna just hold on right now. And the struggle is real. There's coping stuff that I think we have to learn to do, and that's just part of it. Part of it does get better as time goes. I'm not where I used to be years and years ago, but with all this that's happened, I am in for the challenge of my life right now. And a year ago I almost died, so I'm making progress. I have to remind myself of that, because that's part of the learning to accept the struggle, learning to realize the struggle is real. It's part of overcoming tough times, which is what this channel is about. So if you're struggling, don't fear, don't feel alone, because I go through things too. I try to help people as much as I can. That helps me have some purpose, but you've got to keep going no matter what. And that's one reason I started this video channel. I don't know if it'll make much difference. I don't know, but I'm doing it to help myself. So my heart goes out to anybody that's struggling. My heart goes out to anybody that's taking care or helping care for somebody that's struggling, because I know that's not easy either. And I just send you as much love and care and compassion as my heart can send. And I thank you for watching this. Make sure you like and subscribe, share this, and check out my books, my music, my ocean sounds. And I appreciate everybody that listens. And leave a comment. Let me know where you're at. Thank you. And hope you have a great day.